Hey guys, editing the podcast right now, and I realized that we have some audio problems. We're working on it. Don't get me wrong. Because we're using internet, it kind of buggy, but we're trying to change our program. So just enjoy this one. Hopefully next week podcast will be better. Thanks for watching. Kind of talking too much now. Getting right into the podcast. Enjoy episode 12.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. This is episode 12. Today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Kenny Jackson, One Chop. You don't know.
Himself.
One Chop himself, of course. So let's jump straight into it.
Roll the intro first. I always remember the intro, Tarek. Roll the intro.
Okay.
We're ready. First topic. We have, I guess, this week. We took a break last week. The podcast might be every other week now because school has stressed me.
It's
We
rough.
have the guests, Kenny Jackson. Jackson, right? I not even know your real name. I always call you One Chop. Always call you One Chop. DJ One Chop, soon to be producer One Chop, all of that thing.
Yo, and I actually remember the reason for that nickname there.
Yeah, I was about to ask
start
him that
out-
still, you know.
Let's start out by that. Your name, DJ One Chop. How
Explain to the
you
viewers.
choose it?
Bro, I didn't choose it. It was given to me.
It was
Bro. Yeah, you don't know the story already.
Let the
Alright.
viewers know, man.
In days, we get chopping our head with that T-square. But that's where the chop came from. And then, everyone just put them twist to it. Chop brain, chop stuff. But I think it was like one, I think it was Aaron must have say one chop. So I was like, oh shit. All
it
right.
worked.
This was like grade 9, right?
No, it's a grade 11.
Was it grade 11 or was it grade 10?
Really?
I think
Is
it
it
was
a 10 or
either
11?
grade 10 or
Yeah,
11.
10 or 11. Yeah.
No, 10,
Oh.
10, 10.
Yeah,
remember.
because how do you have English class?
No, we're Geo. I think we're in Geo class.
Yeah, Geo.
And a certain person used a T-square and
Why?
the name just stick from then.
Yeah, I mean, it works, so let's use it.
Better
You know?
It work.
DJ, producer, music. How you get into the DJ thing? How you started?
I started back in like 2015. It was not really long now, for almost 6 years. So it was when I think at that time I was in the hospital, right? And you know, I've always loved music and thing. Always I listen to bag of music. So I used to think to myself, I was like, yo, what can I do in music? So at that time, I didn't know anything about production, and I definitely couldn't sing. So I started, the next best thing would be for like DJ. So I start go up on YouTube, start learn how to learn little tricks. And I start watch like little vlogs. But then what really stood out was I don't know if you used to watch Chromatic Live blog them like fast. Yeah,
Not
so
me, not my area.
No.
honestly, those vlogs really set the tone for the DJs. No, I not speak. Let me not speak for anybody else, but like,
For years.
yeah, like looking at it, I was like, yo, this, it's actually look cool, like the whole DJing thing. So I was like, okay. So I started to get more in tune to it, start to research more, and then the next person from Arden, I don't know, Aaron, him did start around the same time as me, and we used to talk about it, and then when the virtual DJ start practice.
So you started on virtual DJ, it seemed like everybody.
Yeah.
Actually, most people don't start on Serato. We don't start on virtual DJ. If you start on Serato, then you're great. But most
I don't know what you said, but no, that's totally not my area, but yeah.
But, all right, so Serato is like Photoshop for you, and virtual DJ is like Google Paint or Windows.
Okay, okay, all
No,
right, we
that
get
makes
that.
sense.
Get you. We get you.
We get you.
So,
All right. So it was like initially just like what a side hustle for you, or and then
uh,
it just grow into something that you really just love to do and
at that time, I wouldn't call it a side hustle because when you start, you never really there make no money. Like when you just, but it was more of like a genuine interest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So music, like loving the music was one thing, but being interested in know how to like play or DJ actual set properly, that was a different thing. Because like going to events, especially when you start to get into the DJing thing, you start going like a party and you hear how the DJ them are going bad and you hear how the crowd react. You're like, yo, Jano, I want that and I want the crowd to react to me like that and thing and thing. You understand? So you know that's where the interest in that came in, and then over time now, when we start practice and start actually get it, I start love it more and start want to do it more and more and more. So that's how it really came down.
I get you. I get you. You say Chroma. You started watching Chromatical blogs. You say would he like be one of your, how would I say this,
Yeah.
person you look up to in the DJ world, or
um,
what? Or do you have like a three person in the three
I,
DJs that would be like top three for you?
uh, all right, hold on, let
It
me
don't
not.
have to be no. It could just be like overall.
Yeah, man, I get you. I wouldn't necessarily say look up to, but
You know,
three people I like really like all them play.
admire.
Let's say, yeah, them people that bad. Uh, so we're talking about young DJs or established DJs.
Anything you want.
Anything. Yeah.
Anything. Up to you.
I don't know, my virgin Kevin.
But
Yeah,
see, I always I promote. Yeah.
him normally work it. Him but Kevin, bad. Uh, he, most people know some rate ZJ Nova.
Yeah. And you meet Nova already, didn't you?
Actually worked with her once at an event.
Ah, that's good.
I think like 2 years ago. Yeah, I worked with her at an event.
Look
And
at this, the money are famous, you know.
One top class in Jamaica. Nobody never know.
three would be I don't know if you know, but this guy from Barbados, his name DJ Puffy. Yeah. Puffy would be three. Puffy is I think he's out of this world to be honest. He's really good. If you guys ever like interested in, knowing about, certain DJs, I definitely say watch some of his vlogs or blogs or whatever. But he's really good.
Okay. So that would be your top three.
Yeah, top three. I mean, there are many more. But,
Yeah.
So yeah, you mentioned like as I said, going to parties and clubs and watch the DJ do them thing and the crowd or them react to it and everything. So have you like experienced any bad reactions from like
No, Tarek, before you ask that, I have a question kind of relate. Your first event that you ever like performed at, do you remember it, or how was the experience for you? Nervous, anything?
all right, so you mean like first like event or like
In front of crowd,
yeah, like you
apart from your friends,
yeah,
like people you
first
don't know.
official like
first event? It was actually a pretty big crowd. It was Wilma's barbecue. I don't
Oh,
remember, to be honest. But them time there, it was me, DJ Rico, my brethren, same way, big up Rico, and DJ Kevin. Not Kevin the Kinetic, Kevin. Brethren,
oh.
same way, big up. So I did meet them at, remember, I think it was Whitney. Remember Whitney did keep a little party up by Francis did it. Whitney did keep a party up by
Yeah.
American Beach Club,
Barbican.
Ludi.
yeah.
No, her birthday, I think.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
did
that was
some
it.
Rico and Kevin. I networking and thing, and them say, yo, don't know, we book Wilma's barbecue forward and from Shell Piece. And I did, but I didn't really DJ. What I did was I MC'd.
Ah,
Understand?
Oh,
I can MC as well. And that's even a funny story how that started. But I can MC as well, and then did like
drop the story.
every time you have a drop it.
Yeah, for dropping.
I think it was we did in a class one time, and I think Aaron did a play. I mean, just a mess around. I mean, just a intro some song, and the whole MC voice, that crusty voice there.
Yeah, man.
And we did that drop that, and the man I said, "Yo, they can actually do this, but I never really I take it as nothing serious." Because I said, "Yo, I really DJ more DJ." You understand?
Yeah.
Did that at the event. No, that was Whitney's event. Because I did DJ, I did DJ the early segment. Because first time, not much experience. So I did the early segment. So I stay, so I DJ the early segment, and then when Rico or Kevin did a DJ, we just just grab the mic. I'm just go on without bag of things and start intro some song and because right there and then when I really take that's nothing serious, but just have fun.
Yeah.
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 After now, them link me and say, yo, so rate the vibe, yeah, MC. So I say, no, I'm just
That's fun.
you see me just did that vibe a while ago. And them say, yo, yeah man, so you can do it, really. So that's how the link kick off. And then they link me for the Walmart's barbecue. I'm gonna go Walmart's barbecue and shell it and the crowd love it. I think I still have the video. I think the video is archived on Instagram. But I still have the video though. Yeah man, the crowd love it. Like,
So between MC and DJ, which one you like more?
all right.
Or you can't choose?
I don't think I can choose. Reason being is that I guess it depends on the vibe. Because I can do both. I'm still practicing to do both at the same time. I can do both, but I like the DJing aspect because really I play song for make people or you're putting people in a certain mood, a certain vibe. You can easily vibe, change your mood. I like that whole I like the effect, that the music that, how you play the music affects people. Because some people can be playing music like trash and some people stand up. You understand?
Mhm.
But know that you're the one who's, basically marshalling the sound and people that react to you. It's a good feeling. The emceeing now is literally holding the people in your hand and saying, yo, move here, move there. Yeah, like I like that too. Because there are some crowds, like the Woolman's barbecue crowd, where literally I say, yo, move over this, and people are,
The entire crowd is up.
That's some good one.
That sounds like a nice feeling. Tarek, you still have your question?
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of leads back to it. So, like, if you ever had that, like, a bad crowd experience, or what was it like?
Where was I? I think I was over UTech.
See that? Should I come you in?
No man, I was over UTech, and I think I was playing like trash that night. I don't know. I was definitely playing like trash though. And then I said, John, nobody not really a move, nobody not really a meds me. Myself, I must say I would have put some blame on myself because what I wanted to play, it wasn't really organized. So the songs were like all over the place. So those are like the little technical things that can determine, whether you do well or not. You have some people that, I'm not saying that for everybody. You have some people who can just DJ out of them head, but I wasn't at that level.
Yeah.
Understand? So my thing was that I had to make sure that my stuff are in order so I can, sift through, pick one more, ray. There's nothing wrong with that. You have a lot of people that do that professionally, right? So you just do what works for you. At that time, no, I wasn't at the level where I could have just boom DJ out of my head. And, the things weren't organized as such, it kind of cost me. So kind of did down my spirits, but, we get up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
You move from it still.
Yeah.
You recognize what you do wrong and you improve on your thing. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So, like a follow-up question. Um, so for example, you say, all right, you know, you're at a show and you basically like you start off and you know it not really start off the way you want it. You know, you see, so the crowd not really have you know that vibe that you're trying to get. So, are you then now in that position where you're able to quickly just change up your order, like make something different so you can just get the crowd back in tune with you so you can get that vibes. You're at that position now.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, man. Because those things come with experience, so that's why it's good to. I mean, they always say it's good when you fail, so you know how to, or you can easily correct yourself. Well, not easily, but you can correct yourself.
Correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, when you do different events, because many events not gonna start out the perfect way. You
Yeah.
definitely in Jamaica, you gotta have people just standing up on them foot, right? But that's why it's always good to. They always say it's always good to really pro, right? So beforehand, sometimes so based on the event that you're booked for, you know the type of crowd that's gonna be there. Sometimes it might be dead right, sometimes it might be a mixture, sometimes it might be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When you start, you read the crowd, you look at the type of people, and normally you want to like if it's not, it's like if you start out quote unquote bad, you can. There's always certain songs, cause there's always certain songs where get people start nod them head and tap them foot. So once you see people starting to like, but this is just me. Once you see like people start nod them head and tap them foot, or if you like, it's one girl in the corner on her phone and snap to the song, then you can feed off of that. 'Cause that's really what many people do.
Man,
Yeah.
make it sound like a you
They want
man
to
a
think so like a science experiment, bro.
But I mean the technical still.
Yeah,
Really,
it
really.
Yeah,
is.
like I've always seen like because you started at Arden, right? I've always seen you guys like doing your thing on the laptop and thing, and I'll say, yo, that just looks sick, but that's not for me.
Not mine.
I'm not
Not
even
mine.
gonna try do that. May I stick to what me know. So yeah, leading from that, do you have anything you would say like for someone who want to get into DJing now? Like 2021, Mamo said 2020, 2021, anybody want to get into DJ, what advice would you give them?
All right, hold on. Then I can take 2 seconds to get my dog out of one. Oh,
Man, Richmond.
Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, man. Okay, so the pause here. Pause. Just keep rolling, everybody. I wish I could fix this, but I can't.
yeah, sorry about
France gone too. I think we should just keep running Tariq.
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so too,
cool.
actually.
Is it?
Yeah, as I said earlier, Chop. I'm not gonna call you by your real name. You know that.
One chop.
It's always one Chop. Yeah, you have any advice, any young DJ who want to get into the field now, 2021?
I mean, definitely have a genuine interest, because if you're gonna go into something, and this is for like any aspect of life, it could be for making a podcast or graphic design, like what I wanna do, but have a genuine interest. So don't just say, yo, you're going out for money. It sounds really cliche because I've heard it so many times, but over the years, I see where it's true. So
Yeah.
you don't go for the benefit, you go in it because you're actually interested in it and you want to learn. Because there are times when it will get rough, meaning that when you have practice, you not get the right mix, and you get frustrated because that happened to me enough time. Me I try practice and the mix now come out clean and I get frustrated and me I say, yo, tired of this and really, you understand? But at the end of the day, because you're so interested in it, you go back and it's like you really want to forget it. You really want, because as I said, you love to see the crowd reaction there. It's like, feed off of it. You understand? So it's like, I really want that, and as such, we need to get this right. You understand? So I would say have a genuine interest. You know, listen to a wide array of music. I must say, when I started out, I wasn't so well learned on the vast majority of music out there. So I used to listen to like mainly dance. Everybody knows that. Yeah, dance music.
Mhm.
And some hip hop here and there. But, over the years now, people start asking to play different type of songs, soca music, um, hip hop, Afrobeat. So you really want to be knowledgeable about what's out there in the world because dancehall alone is not all people listen to. You
Yeah.
understand? Yeah.
Man dropping the knowledge.
No, you have people really into reggaeton type of music. So no, you have to chip in and start listening to some Bad Bunny and them type of man. So yeah, okay. So it's like that's what I'm saying. Having a genuine interest and having like a genuine love for the music, it
I
really
especially like that part where you said the genuine interest. I love that part 'cause it applies to everything. If you start something and say just money more want,
yeah,
it's not gonna work.
really like. I mean, there are times there are people.
Yeah, the lucky few.
Yeah, they're going in just for the money, and they get the money. You understand? And but at the end of the day, right? They say this term in econ is really the long run you're looking at. You understand? So if you really want to do this, and you want to get better and better over time, then you gotta love what you do. Anything you do, you gotta love what you do, like what you do.
Mhm.
The more you do it, now it progresses, and the more you get successful at it. So when you start getting them back then at the party, I say, all right.
Like, yeah,
When
that
start,
you want.
get the fire and the money pull up, I say, yeah, you understand? So it's like drugs, you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah, man. I don't know how me never asked this like from the start. We want like your top 3 favorite artists. We want
Yeah,
for Jamaican
that's what I
local
said.
and our international. Cause we did give ours like from the first podcast, I think.
Podcast, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm want to know yours. So start off international. If it top 3.
Pop Smoke,
Wait,
international,
repeat that one.
Pop Smoke.
Oh, pop.
Also,
you know what I'm saying? So it's Pop Smoke. Yeah, I wish you gave me like 5, but I'd say Pop Smoke, rest in peace to him. I really like Little Baby. Yeah,
Yeah,
man, him bad.
Maybe.
Yeah, and
Drake.
I don't want to be.
The Drake guy. But no friends are
Like,
waiting.
when I hear it, when I
Friends
hear
are
Drake,
waiting.
when I hear it,
I really don't know. Drake, don't get me wrong, Drake is up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Trying to get some people other than Drake. You understand? So Pop Smoke,
all right.
and who do I really listen to right now? I'd say probably. Yeah, who do I listen to like that? I listen to so many people. Hold on. Look at my playlist right now.
You always put on the spot. You can never tell your top 3.
Ever.
Right now. I guess
The Drake and done.
No.
You man said Drake. But forget Drake him credit, Drake have a vibe.
yeah, you have to give him credit.
Yeah,
Pop Smoke,
true.
Lil Baby, and I guess you'd say Pology. I'd say Pology.
All right. Apology,
Let's
all
hear
right.
the local now.
Oh,
Starting from number 3 to 1.
you want to put them in order? No, I can't.
We know we want to try them.
Yeah, no, no, no.
I try to start
No.
music beef once more, but
no
you know what,
pressure
I
here.
ignore.
No particular order here.
When I started listening to top 3, Addy, now in no specific order,
No specific order.
Alkaline, and the third spot, I think the third spot would really have to go to like, Probably Massacre. I'd say Massacre. Reason being,
Good choice.
when I started to listen to him, when I started to, it was like really like a lot of freestyles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we did love them freestyling, yeah man, them bad man freestyling. We say yeah, we gonna drop them back in a class the next day and ray. But then when we see like how him really like turn that into like real songs now,
Mm-hmm.
songs with a lot of melody, like they don't know, take that picture. So and in catalog just a grow and grow. So I really, Alkaline Massacre.
Yeah.
I'm alkaline in there, but have a problem in it. You know that. Alkaline number one fun.
Yeah, well, that's
I never
a
said it.
Push move. Yeah, bro.
But I have another question. My mind just gone blank.
so hold on. So then considering you, as you say, you started basically mostly on dance, or you said that's your comfort genre then. So it'd be
I will say I'm comfortable. No, I'm comfortable with whatever I play. But back then,
yeah.
really dancehall because not a lot of people used to like be in tune with hip hop like that. They used to hear it on the radio.
That's true.
So in tune with it as like they really only knew Drake, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj.
The major.
Right? Now you have a lot of people listening to underground artists like Polo G coming up. So a lot of people
Gonna.
who he is locally, like out here. But
Yeah.
I'm finding that more people start to get to know him. People know NBA, Youngboy, Fredo Bang, etc. So
Yeah.
no, yeah, I'm comfortable. And a lot of people, because when I juggle hip hop, a lot of people like it. And they're like, "You chop, oh, you know them song there?" I'm like, they're really in tune with it, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
Yo, Chop, you can give us an estimate of how much music you have accessible?
I've never really checked my hard drive like that, but I know that every time I try to back up my hard drive, it takes hours on top of hours on top of hours. They have probably like way over 10,000 songs, probably way more. Because we have to have multiple something there. What do you call it?
Just have to have range.
You just have like no, me I talk about like clean and dirty. So you have like one song.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You have the acapella sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take a quick break again. We know that you're like DJ Chop, but you're also
No, one chop.
DJ One Chop, but you're also very good with your school. Let's get into that. You're balancing the DJ life with the school life and be able to get on the honor society.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, this man is like.
No, Dano.
Can you like give us how you do it? Cause right now me a struggle.
Talk to the youths, them.
I've got this question a lot, but I don't know. It's just I'm gonna tell you. What I will say is teamwork make the dream work, right? Yeah, I'm going through UE, especially going through because I want to know who me go through UE with.
Yeah.
You got them all the time. Yeah, so going through UE.
Your squad.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough to go through alone. It's not impossible, but it's kind of tough. You understand? So being able to like study with people because them obviously two heads better than one. So if all I wanna and it don't even have to be like a big group of 10, because I really like in the early parts of UE, it was like 2 people. So being able to study with them and when you now understand, the next man might understand and show you different sides and it really goes a far way. It really does, I must say. So but what I will say is I guess it's like efficiency or knowing what to do when to do it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not man a nerd, don't know me. I'm not gonna study I'm not gonna tell nobody that. I'm not gonna tell no young person to sit down and study every day. I didn't do it, so what I will say is do what works for you. So if you know, say you're the type of person who have to study every day, then do it. If you know, say you can probably go an event the night before and then get up the next morning and show the exam, why not? You understand? But I must say I just do things when I know I need to do. So if I know I have the exam like this week, Friday, probably me start study like Wednesday, but me like really get into it, like study. You understand? And so it's really that. Because there are many times when integration you skip on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Integration the night before I have an exam the next morning, we still do it. You understand? But you have to make sure you probably do some work before the integration.
Yeah.
You're prepared for the exam.
Yeah, DJ integration, you wake up 8 o'clock, go to class, the exam, whatever. Understand? I would say efficiency.
So another thing we were going to go into that, but I have another question. You started like producing now. You actually produced something already, I think, and you have another project in the works. I don't know if you want to talk about that or if you can. How you get into producing from the DJ?
Alright, so I haven't released anything song-wise yet. I really want to. I've been producing for a couple of months. You understand? So not really rushing it to say, yo, need a song for drop now, because I understand thing take time. You understand? So I haven't dropped anything yet. I really want to. I'm actually texting somebody right now, an artist, for try say, yo, if we can do some one young artist, you understand? So
Yeah.
so I'm just trying to get the ball rolling right there. But how I got into production was, remember when we did say when we did start DJ, I said I couldn't produce and I couldn't sing. So now I was like, I have a laptop, I can get the software. What do I know need to do? So it was like one night I was watching this YouTube video by this producer, this Jamaican producer named Weekday. So I was just scrolling through YouTube, looking at other production stuff, because the videos that I used to watch, they were really tailored for, like the Americans and internationals who because most of the videos were how to make hip hop beats. You understand?
Yeah.
Where the videos for how to make dancehall beats, and by some surprise, I saw that he posted a video, so how to make a simple dancehall beat. Really. So I watched it and I tried to replicate what he did. I did it. Found it kind of okay. I was like, okay, kind of like this. I'm gonna start do more research, start watch more videos. Start going to different sites, getting different drum packs, and trying to learn how to make melodies. And it was like one mindset to me is like, okay, why don't I try to learn some music theory? Because learning music theory, to me, really helped me in making. And my beats went from here. I don't remember my first beat, that trash. You guys remember that? I think Roman did you.
Yeah, I use it in a couple of my videos, my YouTube videos.
Went from here to yeah, understand?
Yeah, levels. I mean, it's your first one. You
have to.
Yeah, always expect your first one to be trash. Me remember my first design and Jano.
Yo, this the first designs are like a binary. When you look back and see how
made the cartoons that we used to do for people and charge money for them.
Oh bad. Oh my god.
If you did support with back then when we had the cartoons in high school, you deserve something.
I used to support no worry. I was one of them.
Yeah, man, you were the first person to buy something from us. I remember that it was stickers. We started selling stickers, and you order I think I don't remember exactly how much, but you order
pages.
And these are giveaway.
Yeah.
Remember money.
Support, I always support people.
This guy supports all of his friends, everyone. You have to respect that.
Have to, because at the end of the day, you're gonna want support too. But let me not stray from the point.
Yeah.
Most say the music theory really helps. So learning about keys and learning about the piano, so how the piano rolls, set up the different notes on the piano, how to make a chord progressions, how to switch from one key to the next. So really and truly was a lot of YouTube videos, and I really got interested in it. and really, really, really more interested in it. So I started to do it more, and like sometimes, like in the early stages, I'll a whole day my there on the laptop. I try and make a rhythm, and I used to get really frustrated when I couldn't make a good rhythm. I used to remember I was like, "Yo, like you just start, bro. Why you kill up yourself so much?" But that's how much like, I really wanted to, get it right because me I say, "Yo," especially like when we start listening to some other rhythm, I said, "I know when nigga can make rhythm like that, bro." And so it all goes back down to the genuine interest and you really want to do it. So from you really want to do it, you'll always find a way.
Yeah, like a friend of mine actually said something to me one time. Like she was saying that she's an artist, as in painting artist, not
Okay.
artist. But
Oh,
yeah, she was saying that that you'll never actually like your work while you're doing it. You won't actually like it until you finish it. Is that the
oh
same for
no.
music or DJing?
All when it done, bro.
All when it done, me not like man.
Bro, I've made beats
That man just say.
and I've sent them to like, cause I have like, how you call it? Wait, what them call them thing there? Like when you have a group of people that critique something for you, there's a specific name for it. I can't remember right now. My brain not work. It's like a peer group or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Focus.
them people. Focus.
So I have like a certain amount of people that I send the beat to, people who can be objective with me. And sometimes them tell me say, "Yo, chop this song good," and I'm like, "Bro, really? Bro, I hate this shit, bro." Like, bro, no man, it's so good, Ray. And then there are times when I'm sending something and like, "No, dad, I want you to eat, bro. No, you can do something better than that." You understand? So them type of thing there, those type of things go a far away. Because some of the stuff that I thought were good, right now I would never play them again.
Yeah.
It's applied to everything, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
because I have those honest people who will tell me. Because I'm really trying to tell them, I'm like, "Yo, tell me if this sounds bad. I need to know." You understand? Like there was a point where I started to make more beats, but they all started to sound the same, quote unquote, sound the same. And
Mm.
I could see it or I could hear it because I knew what I was doing. I know say I probably change the key or maybe the same chords, but there's normally it's like the same type, like the same vibrate. So I
Yeah.
was like, I started to pre now. I was like, say not talk true. Go back to the drawing board now. Got some different videos, how to like switch up your melodies, and over time, as you say, just keep practicing because I know everything I make, I'm gonna turn into gold.
That's true.
But when you do get something now, you're like, yeah, let them they tell me that this song bad, come can make this now. And it build off of the what I'm calling constructive criticism. Is it?
Right. And it's good that you're open to that because a lot of people they don't realize that you
Yeah,
have to
some
be
people
able
just have a bunch of yes man around them and then just put out trash and X and then yeah,
Got some huge egos. You can't tell them, yo, no, bro.
exactly.
Just
to.
Can't call names, but yeah, the podcast isn't for that. You say you're working on a new beat. You say you're working with an artist. Do you have like an artist like you want to work with them? That's like your major goal to get that artist on one of your songs.
well, okay. So you said I'm working with I'm not working with any specific artist presently. I'm trying to.
Trying to.
I pick young artists, I'm reading them and thing, but even them have ego. But that's not the point. Some artists that I really want to work with, everybody who I was a fan of growing up and I'm a fan of now. So I'm really open to working with persons who are willing to work with me. I must say, would I really love to do a song with like a Alkaline or a Shensia or Masika or a TJ, but those are like well established artists. You understand?
Yeah.
So you're thinking on a level now because what I get to realize, and I guess this can be applicable to many different arts or many different aspects of life, is the world is like it's what can benefit the other person. So, many a times, even as a DJ, you used to seek advice or seek some kind of guidance from the persons who were there before or the more established persons. Like when I say, yo, you don't really want to work with this person or if this person can show you the tricks of the trade. But at the end of the day, not everybody has that quote unquote charitable heart to be willing to work with you for like no form of gain back, which over time I understand because the world is beneficial. It's okay. I work with you. How is this gonna benefit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Approach alkaline or massacre with a rhythm. You're like, all right, young producer, great. And them would like give me a strength
Yeah.
instead of putting them up on the same level. And you know, not saying that young producers or young DJs can't make good things. Because
Mm-hmm.
young producers and young DJs that make exceptional rhythms, exceptional mixtapes, amazing stuff. But at the end of the day, people or a lot of people like to look at the star power behind something. Because even if you're gonna watch a movie right now, if you see Will Smith and Dwayne Johnson as the star actors, you're gonna say, "Oh, Jano, that movie they must bad."
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Another low budget movie with probably some even better acting, you probably didn't even have a pre because you say, "Yo, you didn't even know them actor in the movie. They probably not so act really, really."
Precisely.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people tend to pre the star power behind certain things. You understand? Which I'm not bashing because those same stars started from zero. So now them reach a level now where the name alone can bring something. You
Yeah.
understand? I'm not feel no way if say an artist don't want to work, just that probably to them I am not of much benefit to them. No.
Right.
Yeah.
When the thing kick off, them I go want run in, you see me, but
Of course. Just wait till it reach up.
them I go want run in, of course. But right now, so you can't really, but definitely everybody that I'm a fan of.
Ah. So yeah, we got our first ad this week. France, you've been kind of quiet this podcast. You want to drop the ad?
All right. So, okay, guys. So, our viewers out there, notice that Armando mentioned that our supporters deserve something. So, Dane's podcast is now partnering with Binary Inc., a totally unrelated company that's offering their graphic design services for a discounted fee. So use the
Totally
promo code
unrelated.
DN's podcast to get 10% on any graphic designs you need from the company. Binary. So check them out at binary.com on Instagram.
Banner.com on Instagram, friends.
Binary.inc on Instagram. So and just me do the months. DN's podcast is a promo code, 10% discount.
Okay, so
We're
that's
going for that.
10%. 10% for any customer using the Endz podcast on Instagram, binary.inc, not .com, .inc.
Binary.inc.
Use our promo code and you get that on your orders. So yeah, Tarek,
Yeah.
up to you now. Switch up the floor of the
Oh,
podcast.
France, we're going to work on the advertisement thing there.
Yeah, friends. So I work on that.
Next time I will be prepared, dog.
Well, the France over the marketing or something like that.
You know, you would think,
You think we gave France 2 week notice for this ad,
man,
but
Oh,
all right, so yeah, so we're gonna jump into the scenarios and one jump, we're gonna want your input on this too. So
this is like a more laid back segment of the podcast. We did
Yeah,
the interview.
some random scenarios. So I got a few too from some people. So we did one the last podcast where we asked if you have a problem with your friend dating your sister, right? Remember that one, guys?
Yeah.
So no more ask, would you date your friend's sister?
I mean,
Yeah, like
That's a tough question.
what does a friend have to do with it though? Like we like each other. If we vibe, you understand? So I can't think about him while mid she. I'm not business about him. Well, let me not say
Okay. Let me just say this. As long as it's not Fran's sister, because Fran's sister look exactly like
Yeah,
Fran's.
no, for real.
I've
Yeah,
never
All of Fran's sister them look like him.
friends. They can't.
That's a no.
Worse when them smile.
as long as I guess it's just as long as there's mutual respect between everybody, then everything should be fine. Everything will play. If it work, it work. If it don't work, it don't work.
Yeah.
We
I
did
think
get
that's
some
pretty much.
questions from Instagram, Tariq. Are you going to ask any of those?
I don't have them in actually. You have it on?
No, I don't have access to them right now. I think
I can
one of
follow.
them, I don't know if you must have name. One of them was like dating advice during
In a
COVID,
pandemic.
during the
Yeah,
pandemic.
dating in a pandemic.
So nobody here can get advice. Tariq, you look like you can drop some advice.
Tariq, a lover boy.
Tariq, can they kill it at the group?
Yeah, boy, top striker.
No. Don't listen to me. You're one job. Honestly, nah. Dating in a pandemic. All I can say.
Wear your mask.
No, like you have to be you have to be mindful of spreading. If you know you've been exposed, and you know you have to be mindful of that, and you have to let your partner know that, oh, all right, here we are. But you kind of ease off of the physical contact because so and so. And but regardless of that, in terms of just dating, there are ways to have fun with each other without actually
Give me an example. Say you meet somebody and you not go on a first date, but at the COVID curfew at 12 o'clock in Jamaica, right? I'm sorry for no. Go on to bed by 12. So they have reached the so regular curfew there about 8 o'clock, I think it was.
Yeah.
So regular. Give me a date scenario.
All right. For example, what me and I went on a date where we just
drop name.
we no, I don't do that. Come on. I went on a date where we just like for like the early part of the day we just walk on the beach and we just chill out with each other for a little, and then around a little after midday and stuff we just like we went to a restaurant and had dinner and stuff, and yeah, it was a good day. We just chill out with each other. That's one of the ways you can, be around each other, have fun without necessarily being around too much people. So you guys are mindful of the social distancing and the restriction and everything, but you still manage to have a good time. So little days like that actually really it's actually really nice. Like you don't have to do anything big or anything extravagant all the while. You can legit just do something simple as long as it's good vibes. You guys are having a good time with each other, and it's really just quality time.
What about virtual dates? Like how we having this podcast virtually, would that work? Is that so? Chap Messiah said no.
Actually, yeah, I've had people who would do like virtual days like that. I've had cases where people like we'd watch a movie together, like with Skype, but we'd like share a screen and watch a movie together and stuff like that. So that works too. It's still kind of, I know a lot of people are more for the face to face and the realism of it, but the virtual days can be a good substitute for, like, for example, if we're in a lockdown and stuff. So it really helps. Try it out. It's actually really good.
Chap, what you are saying the virtual day?
I mean, virtual. All right, so I've never had a virtual date per se. I mean, if you call like talking on FaceTime a date, then but I don't think that's what you would consider a virtual date. But besides from that, I've never had a virtual date. I've never tried it. I mean, based off of what you're explaining to me now, probably I would, you know.
Set it up, get a try. Who
Probably
knows?
watch a little movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just hope so they have good
that,
Wi-Fi.
yeah, that
Not
thing
chip
said
out
is
every
eligible
minute.
bachelor, Mr. Kenny on job Jackson.
No.
No, married
I
man,
joke, I
married
joke,
man.
I joke.
Can't be
Yo,
doing
you know
that
what?
time.
Don't kill me. I joke. Kenny is off the market, guys.
And that was
But
a
for the other
question
two,
from one of our viewers.
Yeah.
France, you have no more because me not have access to them.
How do you say friend zone?
No, that was from me.
I feel like honestly, I feel like friend zone would have be a whole topic.
Yeah,
For real.
I
I'm
want
see
to
it
do
and I
that.
was skeptical of dropping it.
Friend
I
zone would
want
be
to
a
do that, but I want remember they send some screenshot from the Instagram with people that access and
yeah.
Yeah. The
yeah.
other one, I
Alright,
don't
but
see much, The
here's
other one
another.
was relationship in a pandemic. That was the
Yeah.
other one I'm sip on it.
Alright, but here's another scenario, right? Now, I realize that a lot of people, this is actually something something that a lot of guys, especially in Jamaica, really have a problem with. So, like, say you meet this like girl, right? She really cool, really amazing, and you like her, she's nice, everything about her nice. You just want to with her basically, right?
Yeah.
But then you find out her body count high. Would that affect your decision?
No.
What you consider to be high?
Yeah, what's that?
No, I think it
No.
depends. It depends. It varies for each person because
Yeah.
some
But
people
not
can like a regular man can say yo, if a girl have like 10 bodies, it's high. But the next person can say yo 5 too higher. Them would say yo if she have over 30, them can. You see me?
doesn't it like go with it? I don't personally I don't see like a problem with it.
Okay, good.
I don't cause
But feel like
when you apply for the job, what I'm asking for experience. You tell me that was 10 years experience behind it.
You're the one.
I don't know what to say now because
I don't have a problem. It can be high, it can be low. We're vibing, that's good for me.
yeah, I would agree with Ramando. I mean, you're not really necessarily judge people based off of them past because but you really have to like I don't even ask that question to be honest. I don't ask somebody that question because it's so touchy. I'm not gonna say, oh, why does it matter?
And they probably lie to.
Feminism man, oh boy.
exactly. Like I just think
if you have money out week,
Yeah, I'm gonna say
you have a load certain things.
The low certain question.
I think really and truly, when I say the point of even finding out because that just not when I say
Yeah, I
not
really
relevant to what
to una go try
I
start
tried
to right now,
exactly.
brother.
Yeah. I agree, say it don't really matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody share the same sentiments.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so body count doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Get
And
that
people,
experience, girl.
I feel
Yep.
like people need. I mean, people free for do it. Them want body still. So just allow
You know,
people.
some men out there have like 100 rolling around with 100, like same age as us, like 21, 22 with in the hundreds. I'm
And if
like,
them a talk to a girl and the girl say, yo, she have
yo.
5 or 3, one them start mad.
Exactly, but it really shouldn't be an issue. And guys, stop ask the woman then that, please. May I beg you now? You don't need to.
Me them answer.
And then go outside.
Yeah,
So we have any more scenarios or?
No. Well, we have some, but you don't have access to it right
I
now.
have them, but right, let me see now.
I think two-word relation. Drop the other relationship.
I think one was sexual abuse something, but
that's like for another podcast.
yeah.
And this is already like an hour.
Full topic.
So yeah, that's it, I guess, for
Yeah,
this week.
I think so.
Let's
So
edit it for me.
yes. So yeah, that is it. This week episode
Chap, you have
podcast.
anything you before we end? You have anything you like want plug or push?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, naturally, just follow up one chop, look out for anything that I have coming up, and definitely trying to get my production off the ground.
You want to drop your Insta, your Twitter?
It's at DJ One Chop for both DJONECHOP for both Twitter and Instagram. That's where I normally but yeah, just look out. I'm really and truly just working on getting the production off the ground. But yeah, so follow up. Probably I'll drop a mixtape probably later this year. Not sure. Just follow up and come vibe with me. Yeah.
I enjoyed this podcast. I definitely want to get Chop back on the podcast if you want. Anytime you're available again. This was supposed to happen from like last week, but
Yeah.
blame friends.
Always friends. Always.
Although it was my fault, but yeah, blame friends. So
Yeah,
yeah, sign
that's-
off, Eric.
Yeah, that's it for this week's podcast, episode 12. If you haven't tuned in to the last one, please make sure you do.
Oh yeah, and we're doing clips on the YouTube. So if you can't
Yeah.
watch the full podcast, we're doing like 12-minute clips. Feature that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So always remember, like, share, subscribe, get those subscribers up. Thanks again to One Chop, DJ One Chop,
sponsor.
Kenny Jackson.
Yeah, I
Guys,
guess.
want to make sure look out for him dip on the rise. New and upcoming producer. One of
And
the
you
best
know-
DJ them out now. You see me? So make sure
You know
to-
he's a past Ardenite in full of
course.
talent, cause Arden, yeah.
Yeah.
greatness alone.
And
come
our
from
sponsor,
Arden.
friends.
Binary Inc., totally unrelated company, 10% discount, the Endz podcast. Promo code.
Yeah, that's the
Those
end
little ones.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's
Alright,
it for
so-
this week. Thanks for watching and catch you next week or 2 weeks from now. Who knows?
Who knows?
Oh,